Previously on Roll Britannia, our host has been murdered.
My name is Lady Hansworth Wood, and over there in the corner is my intolerable husband, Sir Albert Hall.
All the estate and his belongings now transferred to you.
Very likely.
Where would we find this information?
In his will.
Which you have, of course.
Why would I have his will? It's in his safe.
Ah, well, if you could just let us into the safe, then you
How would I do that? It's his safe.
Locate the Brigadier General then.
And you go past the door to another room, and you get to the end of the corridor, and there's a door, and you sense the jacket is behind this door.
Open the door ever so slightly.
The general is facing away from the door. There is someone very much facing the door. Lady Hansworth Wood.
Give her a bit of a wave, thumbs up, and back out.
Derek, you go, I don't feel well, I feel sick. And then a sort of look of shock comes across your face as you feel something warm in your trousers.
I'm going to waddle to our room.
So are you showing him the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm leading him to it. I'm just literally opening the door and going, please sort this first.
He looks at the room, drops his mop and bucket, and walks out. You go invisible, you follow him into the cellar, and he sort of slumps down and begins to weep.
Can you leave me quietly whispering, you've got to do your job?
Malrus, who has been quiet throughout this whole meal, and he stands up and gets slightly shorter.
I'm just going to turn to Albert and go, I walked in on those two fucking earlier.
I didn't think that was going to happen. Not at the dinner table.
All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action.
Derek's going to sit back and actually he's quite happy with this because now he's got dinner and a show.
There is a sort of silence that falls over the table. And Sir Albert Hall, he turns to look at Malrus, cigar in his mouth. And he takes the cigar slowly from his mouth. And he says, "And?
You knew?
Not so much new, young man, but, well..."
Participated.
Just doesn't care.
Encouraged.
Paid for.
Fobbed off.
Watched from the wardrobe.
In a Superman outfit.
Frankly, good luck to her.
Well, I didn't think it would go down like this.
Wow.
Gotta be honest,
He did.
Wasn't it there, Mal?
I don't think anybody did.
And with those words, Lady Hansworth Wood stands up and turns to Sir Albert Hall and yells down the table to him, "You know, Sir Albert,
His dick is bigger than yours.
his
This is the
balls are
amazing
longer than
part,
yours."
He only needed 2 Viagra pills.
I never loved you. In fact, I love the guinea pigs I farm far more.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
And frankly, I've spoken to our lawyers. You are no longer the beneficiary of my life insurance.
This is pertinent.
Norman here is.
Jacques Hughes!
And I want a divorce.
I can imagine just, like, Keth, like, in the middle of the table, just looking left.
And then
When Sir Albert Hall went, don't care, like, mouth agape. And then at the other end of the table, it's going, at the other end, it's like...
Gleeful tennis watching.
Just like tennis, like, this is amazing.
I make eye contact with Malrus and just give him a thumbs up.
Sir Albert takes a big swig of brandy and he says, "Good luck." No. He says, Frankly, milady, I can't wait to be shot of you.
I thought you were happy together.
He stands up, bows to you all curtly, and says, "Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you good night." And he clicks his heels and turns smartly and strides from the room, leaving a faint blue trail of cigar smoke as he...
I'm going to go after him.
Okay.
Immediately go after him.
Way.
Yeah.
What's next? Can't wait.
What's on the other channel?
Keth never got to watch The Sphere when he was younger, so he's loving this.
Doom, 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 doom.
Keth, there's a miracle for you.
Everybody falls in love.
Then we roll a natural one and all gets
Okay. Yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to regroup.
That escalated quickly.
That was in no way how I planned it, like that actually going down in my head at the beginning of this podcast.
Yeah, I bet James is thinking the same thing.
Talk to me, Malrus. How did you see that panning out?
Well, I wanted to blackmail her.
By announcing it publicly.
Well, yeah, but with the tension that was at the table, I felt like if I didn't do it, they were going to do it.
Do you know how blackmail works?
No, I mean reveal it so I wouldn't be able to blackmail.
Right, okay. So you thought we were going to actually reveal it rather than just make snide comments.
Yeah.
So you decided to just fuck it.
I
Let's
was
just
just
I've
rip
got a
fuck
page
it.
of notes here. That
Let's
was
go
just
with
rip
it.
Bandage
all
off.
of my lewd references. That
Not going to work now.
Gone.
This is.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
What's everybody's... oh, no, I left to go with Albert Hall.
Yeah, very quickly then.
Can we?
Keth, Malrus, anything you want to add before we go to someone else? Have you got any more questions or public shamings you want to do?
Shame.
No, I think I'm done.
Ding,
I think
ding,
I'm done.
ding.
I'm just going to ring the bell.
Shame.
I mean, Keth is just in, like, he's in astonishment, in amazement, but hilarious amazement that all this has happened. He's never seen anything like this before, so it's all amazing to be just like, more drink, give me another one. This is brilliant. He's having a great time.
Okay then. So let's just jump quickly over to Derek then. And this is very complicated having you all in different places. But Derek, you are running after the Sir Albert Hall. And he is striding smartly towards the stairs and off in the direction of the bedrooms.
I'm gonna keep calling after. I'm just gonna go, Sir Albert. I'm just.
At the bottom
I'm
of the
just gonna
stairs,
follow
he turns to you and he says, how can I help you?
That was pretty fucking rough, wasn't it?
Well, it's to be expected.
You don't seem surprised by a lot.
Young man, when you've seen the things I've seen, very few things do surprise you.
Fair. That's fair. Where does that leave you? Did you think this was coming for a while then?
Well, one can only expect the unexpected, otherwise it would not be unexpected. But then again, expecting the unexpected makes it expected, and therefore that makes it expected. Hard to say, really,
yes,
but
that makes sense, to be honest.
Well, it doesn't, but yes.
Well, that's love, though, isn't it?
That's certainly something. I'm not sure it's love.
So she's cut you out of her life insurance now, just like that.
I had a friend who did that. Tommy, his name.
UK is gonna get you. Oh, he wore a fez. I think I've bumped into him. Anyway, look, Sir Albert. If there's anything in light of this that springs to mind, we're still looking for a murderer. Do you think Norman Quirey, I mean, he Mr. Steal Your Girl, do you think he could have steal your life as well?
Very eloquently put.
Are you asking if I'm the murder victim? I'm not certain what your line of questioning here is.
I'm saying, do you think that if he's unscrupulous enough to bed another man's wife or steal manipulate another man's wife, because he does seem quite manipulative. She seems kind of all right until this. It's a bit of a weird one. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Can't imagine how you feel. But what I'm trying to say is, do you think he or both of them together could have killed the lad that got, guy that,
What on earth is his name?
Are you okay? You seem to have forgotten who the Colonel was.
Colonel Arthur Cameron, that's him. Yeah, Colonel Arthur Cameron, that's him.
Can you smell burning
Think they could have
feathers?
killed It's been a strange day. I'm not gonna. Well, you know there, mate. Look, have a good one, and I'm just gonna walk back into the other room.
It's when watching you trying to scrabble around, trying to find someone's name is consistently brilliant. Matey boy, you.
Yeah. Just one more thing before I leave. Before I leave, I'm just going to go. Just back. One more thing. You don't happen to have seen any dolls around, do you?
I'm not entirely sure. What do you mean, young man?
Any collectibles, any items that the Colonel was particularly proud of?
The Colonel was proud of a great many things. Children's toys were not among them.
I don't think it's a children's toy, sir. I think it's something much more sinister than that.
I'm afraid I can't help you then.
Well, if anything springs to mind about the General or your wife, any ways they've acted strange, you know where to find me. I'm the bloke in the toga.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. What happened?
Oh, I shit myself quite badly. Yeah.
I don't think there's a level, is there? You either have or you haven't, not a little bit.
Oh, no, there is.
No,
you were there. You were there.
You can shoot yourself a little bit and be
see.
like, oh,
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a mess.
Spin
Funnily enough, immediately after I learned that those two, it was immediately a visceral reaction to learning that those two were bumping their considerable uglies. So,
just said his
hey
wife's
ho,
ugly.
think you dodged a bullet. Catch you on the flip side.
Very well. Well, my hope is that this storm will have passed tomorrow and I shall be able to extract myself from the premises.
You're not allowed to leave, I'm afraid.
Well, I will leave a forwarding address.
No. There's a murder to be solved.
Young
Stay
man.
here, as we all are.
Armies have struggled to keep me in one place before. I doubt you would be any better at it.
I'm gonna pull a dagger from my Poppins braces of blades. Just flash a dagger into my hand.
Okay, roll.
I'm not. Just to clarify, I'm not pointing it at his throat.
Yes, but you are pulling a knife on the man.
I'm just pulling a knife
intimidation.
out. Yeah, that's fine. But I'm not going to try and attack him with it. I just want to flash the dagger.
That's fine. Roll intimidation.
And yes. Intimidation. That's more like it. 26.
26. Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to say he's got a pretty.
Just flash the dagger out, and then and just in one sort of motion, flash it out and allow it to disappear, and sort of like slot it back in, and just go look.
Just for a moment, you can see he stands and stays relatively stoic, but just for a moment, you see a flash of not fear but concern in his eyes.
I would suggest that you follow my advice. I'm not in the best place, and if anyone were to set me off by doing anything stupid or crazy or bullheaded, I don't think I could be held responsible for my actions, to be honest. And once a second murder piles up in that house, the chances of most people walking out of here unscathed dropped considerably. So what I would suggest is you find another room, but you stay, and we can resolve this. Perhaps you will get the money that you're owed if, for example, your ex-wife or your now ex-wife or whatever, it's still fresh, The wound is still fresh, as the ones I might give you will be. What I'm trying to say is, fucking stay here, mate, right? Because your life insurance policy could come good. You could inherit her money, whatever happens. Because she might, end up in custody or whatever. If she's guilty, she looks worse. So, she might be a murderer.
Met people like you before.
I don't think you've met anybody quite like me, mate.
We had people like you in the...
Not dressed like that.
We had people like you in the forces. Trouble with people like you, young man, is that invariably they ended up getting to stand against a nice sunny wall.
I love the sunshine. I'm not going to lie, but I do prefer to operate in darkness, and then I'm just going to leave.
And he turns and strides up the stairs out of sight.
That also didn't go the way I was expecting it to.
Okay.
And I don't want to, jump the gun. I think Derek's gone insane.
I think he might have gone insane. Yeah.
It's the underpants on his head and the pencils in his ears.
It's the pencils in his nose where he goes, wibble, 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 wibble.
Oh,
13 Percival Street, Surrey, wibble.
Oh, man.
Okay. That was different. Has anyone got any business they would like to address before the morning then? Elsewise, we'll all go to bed.
I do.
Go on then.
I do. I would like to do some creeping around in the evening, please.
Do it. What do we got?
But what would you like to do in the podcast? No, I'm joking. Well, that's your personal life sorted. What to do this evening?
What are we doing then, Paul? Come
That's
on.
what he does now. He's got furloughed.
I wanted to do that tonight. It's my go to creep around.
Malrus, what are you doing? Hello, Malrus.
Oh, hi. So what's happened? Have we all gone to bed?
So no, there's the evening wears on, and you all have after dinner drinks, aperitifs, and such like, and there is a fine selection of cigars to be enjoyed by the fire, and people don't stay up too late because, well, there was the drama there, and people want to see how it all plays out. So,
And it's incredibly awkward now.
it's very awkward now. No one's quite enjoying the evening the way they thought they might. So, probably about 10:30, the majority of the party have gone to bed. You've just got Vinny and Karina are just sitting by the fire, having a slightly not formal, but a relatively what's the word I'm looking for? Just friendly conversation, not in any way affectionate, just a sociable one.
So the feet on top.
Platonic, just discussing the matters of the day and weather and such like.
Where is Lady Hansworth and Norman?
They disappeared a while ago.
They are as one currently.
Are they as one in the same room?
Well, I wouldn't know. Have you gone to find them?
I was going to, because I wanted to try and carry on doing what I was going to do before.
Continue to watch.
Yeah,
That's really creepy.
Yeah, that sounds a bit suspect.
He's creeping about in the evening.
Yeah.
I'm creeping about in the evening, yeah.
I think me and Derek. No, Keth and Derek must have just disturbed you with your watching. Will you two piss off? Well, by the way, Keth wants to speak to Derek before nighttime. But after.
Well, we'll come to that. Malrus, what are you?
I'm going to roll stealth
Okay, roll
and
stealth.
hope that it's good, because not many good rolls have happened this time. 11.
11, not particularly stealthy.
Okay. I am going to creep.
You've had a
up
few
to
too
their
many
bedroom.
whiskeys and rums, and you're you just you think you're pretty stealthy, but you're not as stealthy as you think you are.
I'm going to do some stumbling down that corridor then towards the door.
Yep.
And I'm going to very, very, very silently.
There's the smell of Dettol
my ear-
in the corridor.
One really clean patch.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my ear to the door and see what I can hear.
See what you can hear. Okay.
Yes,
You
I'll
see
hear what I can hear.
the sound of heavy.
This feels like it feels smelly.
It tastes loud.
I can hear somebody violently shitting themselves.
That'll be Derek down the corridor.
Gross. Yeah, you hear through the door. Roll perception.
14.
14. With a 14, you hear the sound of breathing.
Heavily
Excellent.
breathing.
Can I... Oh, I don't know if I want to do this. Shall I,
I
do
don't know
it
what
now?
you're going to say now after what you blurted
I have
out.
no
This is a
idea
new
what he's going to do.
2021 Malrus.
Yeah.
I'm going to slip
New year, new
inside the
Malrus.
room
New year, new
and
Malrus.
join in.
Have you guys forgotten why I went to the room in the first place?
I remember,
Yeah.
but I don't think our characters know.
No.
No.
I've been somewhat distracted by what you saw, so I might need reminding.
You might find out now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I need to roll to open a door, or do I just go through the door?
Why don't you try and open the door?
I'm going to try and open the
It's
door.
locked.
It's definitely
very,
a
very
few whiskies
quietly.
in idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and find those two that were fucking earlier. Stumbling down the hallway.
Fucking hell.
Careers through the door with a 14 roll of stealth.
11, wasn't it?
Room for a little one!
This bit of me is a little.
Okay. Yeah, no, the door's
They
locked.
call
Out
it
the way,
tripod
Norman.
Tosscoble.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
Is Jeff at the door with me?
Is Jeff at the
I don't
door?
know.
Where is Jeff?
Where is Jeff?
Where
he was
is
still
Jeff?
in the. He was in the wine cellar last time we saw him, scaring the shit out of a poor cleaner who's having a bit of a meltdown about the state
You
of
say
your
scaring-
bathroom.
You say scaring the shit, I say gently encouraging to return to work.
Do your job.
So you're Boris Johnson.
Do your job.
Do your job. So, as far as I'm aware, unless he has got up to go and either, do something horrendous to himself or continue to go and do his job, as far as I'm aware, I'm still there. But you said when Malrus got
Hang
upstairs,
on.
you said the hallway was now clean. So I'm assuming that he's gone back to do his job.
You've just
So it
been
worked.
walking around, following
No,
him,
well,
just whispering things.
I was just waiting for Malrus, and then you said you wanted to do something, but I've got things I need to be doing as well. I just didn't know what had happened to the guy yet. But yeah, if, in theory, James could railroad me and sort of say, "Yeah, you're still in the basement," because I ain't leaving
could,
until he
but-
goes to do his job.
I could, but that wouldn't play with the rest of everything everyone else has seen. So no,
That's very true.
Eventually, he gets creeped out by the weird voice that's whispering, "Do your job, do your job." And he leaves the basement muttering something about haunted wine cellars and goes back to the corridor, cleans up mops the carpet for some reason, and then disappears
currently still
into
in
your
the bathroom.
bedroom. And you hear from, I don't know where you are, but if you were stood outside the room, all you would hear from outside is, "Dear God, what did they do? Oh my, it's on the ceiling. How? How did it even? There's just so much. Oh no. Oh, there's some in my. Oh, it's got in my eye. Oh no. Oh.
Pure chaotic energy.
Dear
Fucking
God. Oh no.
I didn't go to the door.
That's what you would have heard if you had gone to the door.
Right. Nice. I might have followed a part
Thankfully
way
you
and then
didn't.
got.
Thankfully, you didn't. Otherwise, you'd have felt really bad about life.
I guess I probably would have followed him to the top of the stairs, seen them go into the hallway bit, and then like, okay, cool, he's gone back to do his job. So my position would be sort of like bottom of the stairs at this point, but I am going to be continuing to do stuff at the same time that Malrus would do stuff. But I feel like I kind of want to know what Malrus is doing first.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
What's it do?
And I'm gonna go...
I mean, that does rely on you being stealthed, and you have a... You can't pass without a trait. It's not invisibility. You don't just vanish.
Yeah,
I know.
Malrus. Only really good people with magic can do that.
The King of Invisibility looks down upon his subjects.
The King of Invisibility, who has used all of his spell slots now.
I actually have used all my level 2 spell slots. I could, in theory, I've got one level 3, so I could really go fucking invisible. But I do want to go to bed quite soon. But isn't it interesting, Malrus? The last time you went into a bedroom, it was really handy that you were invisible, and now, it's almost like it's difficult without my power. Continue, go on, do your thing.
Can I ask you one invisibility question? I'd like you to clear this up.
Who said that?
Go for it.
When you go invisible, is it just your body, and then you've got clothes walking around?
Are you suggesting he's like Hollow Man?
That's what I want to know. If you go invisible,
no, anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's person.
There we go.
Okay.
Cleared up.
So,
ladies and gentlemen.
But that's why when I was throwing stones, as soon as they left my hand, they became visible to be being thrown randomly when I was clearing rubble.
Malrus, then. Talk to me.
Sorry. Yep, that's fine.
Talk to me
All
about Pass Without a Trace.
It's good that you know about it.
What does it...
it's going to happen a lot.
What exactly does it do?
So it says, a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a 10 plus bonus to dexterity stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means.
So at the moment you're stealthed because you're behind a door.
Yes.
If you open said
going to
door,
go
you won't be behind cover, so you can't be stealthed.
You could
I'm
stand to
gonna
the side.
Can I open the door and then cast Pass Without a Trace?
But you'd still need to be... Stealth doesn't work where you just say, I'm going to hide. You have to be hidden behind something. You can't just say, I'm going to be hidden. What are you going to stealth behind? How are you going to be hidden?
I don't know. The floor? Can I crawl along the floor?
Hide behind the floor.
That is utterly terrifying.
Are you suggesting you get under the floorboards?
No, not under the
The little
floorboards.
lump
Can I
in the
just
carpet as the monster comes down the rug.
He gets under the rug.
Some sort of sexually frustrated spider.
That takes
You're gonna be
Peeping
sort of
Tom
walking
to the
along
new
on your
level.
tiptoes and on your fingertips, just.
Come on, just let me kill the bloke. Come on.
I mean, you do what you want to do, mate. I'm just gonna you do what you want to do. I'm gonna play the
kick the
game
door
for
in.
you. You just tell me what you want to do.
Just kick the door in, shout Expelliarmus or Avada Kedavra, and then be done with it.
Just Keth that
Must
door
resist the urge to be nerdy. Must resist the urge to be nerdy. He said, playing D&D.
Podcast. I think you've got the wrong podcast to resist that urge.
Sleight of hand.
You didn't say this was a nerdy podcast when I signed up to it.
It wasn't until
I've
you signed
rolled-
up to
Yeah,
it.
you're trapped now.
Wait a minute.
I think that's all I said.
Oh, I've been drunk for over a year.
Sorry, Malrus.
Malrus, what are you doing?
Sorry, dude.
I've rolled to open the door.
Okay.
And I've got an 18.
Okay, it's still locked.
Then, in that case, I'm just going to turn.
As I told you
walk
before,
the
the door is
and
locked.
go to fucking bed.
He
I'll
jiggles
get
the
him
handle
another
18
time.
times and then goes, no, fuck it.
Malrus empties his clip through the door.
Oh.
Doesn't fire,
it.
it just thumbs the bullets.
I was using my thieves' tool.
Slides them underneath the door.
Let that be a warning. Oh.
Sorry, mate, go on.
Nah, fuck it. Come on. Let's just go to bed.
Okay.
Start again.
Anyone
another
else?
day.
Anyone else want to go?
Keth,
yes.
what did you want?
Let's just say we're in the same room now. Then I'll come up to. So, Derek, did you speak to Sir Albert?
So
earlier?
you're all in the drawer, not the drawing room. Say you're in the music room having after dinner beverages and.
Is there anybody else in the room?
No, it's just you two.
Is there any after eights in the room?
Yes, there is after eights and a pyramid of Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, Keth, you do spoil me.
I had these ordered specially. Actually, it's after 8. Yes, I'll have it after 8.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. We're allowed to. It's fine. Yeah. Go for it.
Did you speak to Sir Albert earlier?
I did. I did end up. Look, mate. I'm not going to lie to you. It's been a bit of a weird one for me, as you could probably guess. I've sort of cracked a little bit and don't really know what my purpose is anymore. But, it's fine. It's fine. I'm dealing with it. I did speak to him, ended up threatening him a little bit. He expected this to happen for quite a long time. I did encourage him to say something. If he sees something, say something. It's like a catchphrase that I'm working on, but I think it could quite help. But if he notices anything unusual or remembers anything from like their tryst together, but I did say to him, it does seem to me like the Brigadier General is sort of manipulating her a little bit because I thought she seemed all right. But
apart from the shagging.
Yeah, I mean...
It looks like he was manipulating her really good.
Oh.
Yeah, well, there's a reason why,
So was Sir Albert really cut up about it, or did you just not care?
No. Well, he is, but I get the sense that he's quite a stoic. So he doesn't really show it, but he really wanted to leave after, seeing that all of this has happened. He wanted to go the next morning, so I had to sort of threaten him a little bit to get him to stay and sort of say, if she is found guilty of murder or something like that, that's probably going to make it easier on his divorce. But I don't think I was trying to, I wasn't that eloquent when I was saying it, but that's what I meant.
Now,
so yeah,
if
it's
a
fucking
man
weird.
finds
Do you like this
out
toga, by the way? I think it looks pretty good on me.
It looks like it's riding up at the back, to be honest. It's leaving a bit of a wheel spin between the cheeks. But anyway. Now, if a man finds out of an evening in front of everybody that his wife's been getting amongst somebody else and he doesn't care,
and he says,
then
have at it or whatever,
then he's with somebody else. He's found someone else.
Oh, I like
so
that.
there's something else afoot here.
Like your
I'm
brain.
sure of it.
As you're having this conversation,
and also, okay,
that's good. That's like unlocking a level in a game. Sort of as you're having this conversation, always means something's cool. You've clicked on something. Yes.
Oh my goodness me.
It's good to be back. No more giant talking turtles stealing the show. Well, it was your choice to book holiday. If you decide to bugger off and do some plundering for a week, then I will have to fill your slot. It was a bit of a disaster anyway. Well, I'm back now. It's Dungeon Master time. So pipe down, you scurvy lot, and listen in. Right, first of all, a massive thank you from the whole crew here at Royal Britannia for tuning in and joining us on our 7 Seas of Adventures. In fact, we owe you a very special thank you, as now we've reached a frankly enormous milestone of over 20,000 downloads. It's amazing. Right, shout out incoming! This week we have 2. The first is for Michael Shillelagh, who got in touch with us on Facebook. We're really glad that even if it was by accident, that you discovered us and you're enjoying the show. And the second is to Sam Brown 44, who messaged us on Instagram. We're chuffed a bit that you're loving Royal Britannia and that it's helped you out. And if you found running a game on Zoom difficult, you should try organising this lot. The phrase herding cats comes to mind. And now, it's a brand new feature. I'm delighted to welcome you all to the newly refurbished and shiny new fantastical Pirate Facts Corner.
Did you know that, and this is true, the Roman Emperor Julius Caesar was once captured by pirates? Yeah. They demanded a ransom of 20 talents, or $28 million in today's money, and for his release, and it was paid. They let him go 38 days later, but they didn't get long to spend it. They were promptly hunted down by a very cross Roman navy. What a lovely story. Here it is again. It's the Random Celebrity Shoutout. This week, it's a big one. Whilst he was waiting, Senator Bernie Sanders has been entertaining himself by tuning in to Roll Britannia. Now, astonishingly, we're still waiting on our first celebrity to contact the show. So, to all you famous types out there, the race is still on to be the first. And then you'll be able to gloat to all your celebrity friends. And talking of getting in touch, we here at Roll Britannia love talking to you merry lot. We are all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, just naming a few. Got a question? We'll answer it. Fancy a sea shanty? We'll sing it. Want to know Derek's inside leg measurement? For God's sake, Derek! Now, wherever you get your podcast from, while you're there, you can really help us by giving Roll Britannia a shiny 5-star review. The world of D&D podcasts is a strange and mysterious place, so a kind word from you guys really helps us to rise to the top and help more lovely people just like you discover our show. And you know the rules by now. Bash that subscribe button, otherwise Keth will throw you overboard faster than you can say. You still haven't got over being average height net yet, have you? Well, that's enough from me, so grab your magnifying glasses, straighten your moustaches, and prepare to fire your accusations. Go solve that murder. As you're having this conversation, Bercule Fish walks into the room and says, Monsieur et Monsieur, the very two I was searching for. I was wondering if you and your companions could accompany me to the games room. I have created there a tool I use to help me to discover the truth of the matters. There has been an unexpected transpiration this evening.
A development.
Oui, monsieur, that is probably the better English term.
Angle.
You see, monsieur, we have all been laboring under the perhaps misguided perception that no one could get into the safe. It seems, monsieur,
Yes.
that someone here could. I was merely passing the door just now, and I noticed that the safe door itself is open.
Whoa.
I absolutely go with him. The detective bros are on it again.
Keth's
Do you like that name, Keth?
Keth's going
The
to grab a
detective?
handful of Ferrero Rocher and follow them.
Okay.
The law boys. I'm trying to think of little and large attorneys at law and that.
I'm going to go with Sharky and George.
Wheels on the leg man.
Beard and the tall one.
Yeah. No beard and the not so
No
tall
beard
one.
and the not
No
so
beard
tall
and average height. To the rescue.
No beard and formerly tall. Okay, are you?
Beefcake and greens, and you're green.
Surely it should just be Derek normal height.
Ah,
Oh, I
that's
like
pretty good.
Now,
I like it.
as he leads you to the games room, he asks if you could summon Monsieur Malrus and Monsieur Gold Dagger.
I'll get the Stone of Fast Speech out and I'll go, lads, this is Beefcake and Greens to the Alpha team, Magic Man and the Invisible Boy. Come in, Magic Man. Come in, Invisible Boy.
Derek, what's going on?
Oh, honestly, fuck this, right? It's actually quite serious. Somebody's got into the safe. Now, both Foz and Lady Handsworth would told us that they couldn't get into the safe, and somebody, and I'm guessing it's one of them two or somebody fucking else who's in the will, got into the safe that we were trying to break into. Bercule's seen it. Again, not going to lie, mate, and I'm just look straight at Bercule and go, look, that's fucking suspicious as well. But, look, just get here as soon as you can. Jeff? Malrus, is Jeff with you? He's not, I haven't seen him in fucking ages.
No, he's not.
There's
I have no idea where he
response
is.
from Jeff's Stone of Far speech because from when he went to go get showered earlier, he's left it in the room. So I'm still, yeah. I'm
Malrus, is he? He's not with you, is he?
No, I have no idea
Keth,
where he is. I haven't seen him in
seen
ages.
either.
Derek, have you got any other way of talking to him?
Well, why would he want to talk to me, though? I'm not going to lie, lads. I've ridden him a little bit hard recently. Not in that way.
I've seen enough things being ridden over the last few hours.
I was a bit too harsh on him, but I ultimately do believe that it's going to be for his own good. And I look down.
Have you got anything that can communicate to him?
And I look
at all.
Look down towards the BFF's wristband that's still on my wrist, and is somewhat a tiny little bit flecked with. You don't need to know what. And
it is shit, Austin.
I just it's and I flick the wristband and let it fall.
Giggity.
To the floor.
So I'm just going to jump in there. So I've been following the cleaner and got down to the stairs. As I got back to the bottom of the stairs, my invisibility wore off because it'd been about an hour at that point. So it's like crap. But not much to be seen. I ran into the kitchen. And there was a few people sort of like milling around. I'm saying, just got to quickly nip through here. Sorry, I've been told I've just got to quickly go. Just kept talking as I sort of went through. And as I'm doing that, as I get to the edge of the kitchen, then I guess about to leave, I'm sort of sorry, and I notice on the floor is my wristband, my BFF's wristband. I'm like,
slap bracelet.
Yeah, slap bracelet. Sorry, slap bracelet. That's it.
That's the word that I was looking for.
So I've got that's now on the floor, and I'm like, well,
friendship bracelet.
That's it. Our BFF friendship slap bracelet. And I've noticed that's on the floor, so I think that's a bit
at the
odd.
moment seems quite ironic.
Yes. Well, this is what I'm looking at. Jeff's there, sort of going, this is a bit strange because I definitely didn't do anything. So he thinks back to the time on the ship when they originally, him and Derek, had the conversation about that if they changed the direction, it would mean that there was some kind of danger. So despite being really quite annoyed at Derek for beating the crap out of him, Malrus for blinding him, and Keth was just standing there watching. And not wanting to go around to the group, he's sort of in a torn mindset now that they could genuinely be in danger. So not knowing exactly where anyone is, knowing he hasn't got his Stone of Far speech on him because he's left it in his room, so he's just going to head back towards the games room. So pretty much go back through the kitchen, go, oh, sorry, no, actually it's this way. And go back through the kitchen.
Who the bloody hell are you?
So no, I've just got lost. Sorry, I'm just heading through here. Go through the.
He almost runs into a guy carrying a big pan of soup. He's like,
I see the ghost chef from earlier, and sort of like, right, how you doing?
There's a rat under your hat. Hey!
Oh, you've changed your underwear, nice. Head back through the parlour room, sort of through the music room, and end up towards the games room, and sort of sheepishly open the door. Do I see anyone inside?
I turn towards the room, towards the door. Does the door opens, right?
As you you get there at almost the same time as Derek and Keth, just after they've entered the room. And as you open the door to the room, you see that Bercule has erected a large wheel-away whiteboard.
Nice.
And on this whiteboard are sketches of the various people within the house, the suspects, if you will.
Nice.
And there is a ball of red string and some pieces of paper.
And a cat's playing with it.
And Bercule says, Monsieur, I see we have Monsieur Golddagger has arrived.
Yeah, what's
A
the
pleasure to see you, Monsieur.
What's the danger?
There was a kerfuffle earlier, I understand. We have many things to address here. I have a proposition for you all to help resolve this issue. But first, I must say, the two of you, Monsieur Derek and Monsieur Goldaga, you see, I understand you have had a disagreement about something I am not aware. I fell asleep. I must have been very tired. But I dislike to see...
It's not really your business.
I dislike to see the friends of the long time having arguments when we have business to attend to, and I would like it to see you both do the shaking of the hands and...
Absolutely not. I will be a professional, though.
Where's the danger, Derek? You flipped your bracelet. You said there'd be, that's danger, isn't it? We discussed this. Come on. Have you...
Jeff, somebody open the safe.
Christ. What?
That is certainly the case. The safe that was believed to be unopenable has been very much opened. I believe that there is an item
playing all of us for fucking fools.
I believe that quite apart from the will that was inside, the colonel, he kept an item of certain value in there. My conversations and investigations thus far have led me to believe there is an item of much importance that he placed in that safe, and my brief incursion into this room to discover the contents remaining in the safe has found the safe is, how you say, empty.
So there was nothing in it when you walked in?
Absolutely nothing, monsieur. It was...
Is there any way of suggesting how it was opened? Did it have
monsieur,
a key on the inside,
the only way that the safe can be opened is by the owner of the safe.
Okay, so it was definitely that, because I know we thought that was the case, but obviously now it's been opened. Because we waved the body in front. I don't know, I remember when we were in that room and nothing happened. It wasn't contactless.
I remember it was a very strange thing to witness.
Just...
Derek,
I'm amazed that didn't work.
Where
sort of smiles, smirks despite himself, remembering a fond memory.
Madame and Monsieur, I would like to ask you now to assist me in completing what I call a murder wall.
Are we going to have
What's
to
one of them?
kill
I believe
so
if we
many people
can-
we make a wall?
That may be the case.
We've got a lot of bricks.
Certainly later, but first I would like us to share with each other the knowledge we have acquired and hopefully draw some conclusions. You see here in the center of the board, I have the colonel. He was sadly murdered, as you know, but I have around the outside, I have all of the members of this household even with your names themselves. They have been placed just up here in this corner. You can see, I do not expect that you will be heavily involved in my web of lies, as I suspect there has been in this house, but nevertheless, in the manner of completion, it was necessary to include you in the board.
Well, if you like, Jeff, we can move your name all the way across the board so it's not next to ours.
Jeff just shoots him a surly look and moves into the sort of corner of the room.
What I would like to give you all the opportunity to do is to, in character, to discuss what you know, who you suspect, and to potentially mine Bercule for any missing bits of information that he might have acquired that you are yet to discover. He may not know something, he may have yet to discover any information, or you may be able to suggest that you're barking up the wrong tree. But between the four of you, I think now is the opportunity to help develop your understanding of the case and to potentially uncover what that very precious item that the Colonel was keeping in his safe was and where it might be.
I've got a question for Bercule.
In character then, please.
Bercule.
Oui, monsieur. Monsieur Miracles, I see.
The previous Lady Cameron, Colonel Cameron's ex-wife.
Oui, monsieur.
Do you know much about her?
Only that she was his first wife. They were married for many years. Sadly, she
die?
I am not, how you say, a doctor, but I am given to understand that she had a disease of the genetics, and she was sadly
genitals. Then.
Not me.
and she was sadly sick for a long time. She has famously passed away not all that long ago.
Okay. Derek's going to pick up the slap bracelet that's still on the floor. And
But it's now curled up because Jeff's had to put his on his wrist.
To Jeff.
So it's already in a circle.
He's gonna put it. I'm not gonna put it on my wrist. I'm just gonna put it in my pocket.
Oh yeah, because if you put it on your wrist, it would fall off Jeff's.
It would just be doing that forever.
Fall off, and you'd be going doing that forever.
Circle forever. Yeah.
Be the
I'm
next
just gonna
40
put it in my
minutes.
pocket. It's kind of a symbol because we're not, in sync anymore. Right. Do you know what was in the safe, Mr. Fish?
Monsieur,
Any ideas what this?
I'm given to understand that
magical-
the will was in the safe.
Yeah.
There was an item of much value that the colonel.
How did you come by this information? How did you?
I have my ways, but I have given to understand.
Tell us.
Sir Albert Hall has divulged a certain amount of information that the colonel was very precious of his safe and often kept valuable items in there. But I am given to believe that was his understanding was that was a fountain pen that was given to him at the moment of his initial retirement. Monsieur Colpato himself, he said that he understood from his sources that the colonel had an item that was important to his work that he kept in there. Miss Haché says that the colonel was very precious and never let anyone see what was inside his safe. So I am given to understand
It was an
that there
item
was
related to his work.
That is
His work as a torturer. You know what he did, right?
Monsieur, I am not one to judge.
That's not a judgment. That's a title. That was his profession. He would find
I'm
information.
given to understand he was a professional interrogator.
It's the same thing in my experience. It's the same thing.
Or
you
say
saw what I did
it's
to Vinny
les chiens
Colparo.
for les chiens, but Monsieur.
Sure.
Was that a
Yeah.
dog as a dog?
Yes.
I was like, I'm sure he just said le chien, le chien. Le cheval, le cheval, the horse is a horse.
Le souris, le souris. Monkey is the monkey.
Anywho, GCSE French aside.
Let's right. Working from there, I'll be honest with you. Okay. Do you know what, lads? I realise I've made a lot of decisions and been quite bullheaded myself and gone steaming ahead without consulting you guys. Should we tell him? I'm just going to.
Should we tell him?
Should we tell him why we're here? I mean, I told him we're here to nick stuff, but should we tell him what exactly it is that we're looking for?
Wherever we go, Derek, you're here to nick stuff. So
Yeah.
that's just that's the first thing on the ticket.
But now I'm trying to work as a team, so we're here to nick stuff.
Oh, I see. You're dragging us all down. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bercule, we are here to nick stuff.
Oui, monsieur, you have already divulged that information to me. That was information you provided the first time I met you. It is perhaps that honesty about your true intentions at this party that has led me to believe you are not, in fact, the murderers.
It's interesting
Look,
that you
I'm
said
gonna just
murderers, then, Bercule. I equally, the echo and the music was impressive once again. But I have to say, you said murderers,
look,
plural.
actually,
Do you
killers
have a
then.
suspicion that there might be more than one person involved in this murder, then?
Not so much, monsieur. It is merely that there are more than one of you, so it seemed appropriate to use the plural for descriptions relating to the totality of your, I guess, that is organization.
Okay.
This item that's been missing from the safe,
Oui, monsieur.
you say that only the owner has access, and the will. It was, I believe, it was either Lady Hansworth Wood or Karina Hachette, not Karina, Lady Foz told us only the owner of the safe.
Oui, monsieur, that is correct.
Open the safe. Which one was it?
That's true.
It is only the owner that can open that safe. It is very much
Which one
secret.
of them told us that, though?
I believe it was Lady Hansworth Woods.
I think it was Hansworth Wood.
I believe she is the one
said
that is called that told you that. Yes.
So either way, we're looking for both of them because she could not have known, or she could have lied to us.
As that is very much the case, and he draws a few things on the board and circles Lady Hansworth Wood and writes maybe lied about the safe.
Jeff's going to pipe up from the corner and go, it's not what Malrus told us. He said that when he was snooping in the room, that she had no idea. The fool didn't tell him how to get into the safe, was what you said, Malrus. So Lady Foz said that she didn't know, even though she didn't know anyone was listening. Well, that's what Malrus
Why
said
didn't
anyway.
she know anybody was listening? How do you know she didn't know anybody was listening?
Well, because Malrus told us that he was really super stealthy and no one saw he was there, and he was still invisible because I helped him. Because I help people, Derek.
Invisible.
Yeah, it's helpful, Derek. It's not like
he was
beating other
just saying
people or just
Paul
randomly
Malrus.
shouting
He
and
wasn't
smashing
saying
people's
Paul.
noses up. I try and do things that are helpful.
Listen, ladies. We've got a murder to solve.
Mr. Fish,
Oui, monsieur.
the security guards. Do you know? Do you ever find out what happened to that Mr. Pearson? Where is he? We haven't seen him. He's been. What?
No, monsieur. Mr. Pearson appears to have. It is causing distress among the security agents. They do not know where he has gone. But
Are you saying that we've not only have we got a murder, we've got a missing Pearson's case as well?
monsieur, that is
love that
very
part.
witty. That is what they call in the trade. That is a pun.
Yes, pune or play on words. Right. So let's start from the beginning, right?
A very good place to start.
I was going to continue
We
with the song.
we wake up, we find him dead.
Oui, monsieur.
One stab to the back.
That is often sufficient.
Yes, but that means several things, though. In my experience, right, it means that the person didn't see him, which suggests that they were already in the room when he arrived to start his reading, hiding somewhere. They may have used that secret door. The window was still locked, so maybe it's somebody who's got keys and came in through the window. But I do kind of doubt that. It also suggests that it wasn't an impassioned sort of, killing. It wasn't savage in any way. It was cleanly done. It was one blow.
Oui,
and
monsieur.
He wasn't expecting it.
A professional.
Didn't take the knife with them.
certainly.
Didn't take the knife with them. Wasn't concerned about having the knife traced to them. That suggests to me that it's not somebody from the house, but is somebody familiar with it who knew where the safe was kept.
Anyone mention anything silly? Like anyone mention anything about the rubble? Like having seen any rubble in the study or anything like that? Like thought that was odd, or because that suggests that someone who's tried to go to
I
the
did
study.
see that pile of rubble appear there, and
And the
to be
slightly
honest,
smaller pile next to it.
to be honest, messieurs, I have
Bigger than your
the
pile.
limited amount of experience I have of your creative way of working has led me to believe that there's something to do with you, and I probably don't want to know what it was about.
So no one mentioned anything to you like there's a load of rubble in the study or anything.
I was told about this by Alan from the
Alan.
staff.
Oh yeah, he's a good lad.
Alan with the silent Y.
Oh, Yalan. Sorry, Yalan. Yeah. I know.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
It's a very soft Y.
Yalan.
He was
Why
complaining
don't
to me
you and
about
Yalan get
the
friendship
unexpected building work taking place in the office.
He was complaining to you about building work taking place in the office.
That is how he described it to me. A pile of rubble often means building work. On further investigation, I noticed the telltale signs of the destruction that seems thus far to be the trademark of your certain penchants for creative investigation.
Yeah, we love violence. Tell us something we don't know.
That is... Maybe.
Did you notice, Mr. Fish, did you notice any rock dust or any sort of, debris on anybody's clothes, anything that may give you an indication as to where the person went after they left this room?
That I did not,
to get
monsieur.
to that safe, they must have had to go through quite a bit of dust and rubble.
That is not something I noticed, monsieur.
Can I go and check the floor outside the study for any kind of...
Absolutely, you can. Roll perception.
I want to go check
Nice.
outside for footprints outside the study door. Perception
I need to clear some
is
of my head here.
18. All in.
18, you don't see any footprints.
Okay, I'm going to rejoin the room. There's nothing to suggest anything went out there, Derek, Mr. Tracker.
I'm gonna use the Stone of Fast. I'm gonna ignore that again, contemptuously, and go. I'm gonna use the Stone of Fast speech, and I'm gonna call Captain Timbers, and I'm gonna say to him, "Tell Dath, this is Derek, codename Derek.
Hello there, boys.
We're not in any immediate danger, so don't rush. Don't rush.
Good to know.
Just to get that
Have
out
you
front.
acquired the thing I sent you to fetch?
We're very close. We're very close. It seems
Then
like
why
somebody
the fuck
might
are you
have,
calling me if we haven't achieved the goal?
I need to ask you quite an important question,
Bloody
which
hell.
is, what does this thing do? What does this artifact do? What effect does it have? Do you know anything about that? Because that might tell us who else is trying to nick it.
As I told you at the time, it's not
A
something...
lot's happened since then, Timbers. All right? Fucking hell.
You watch our language, boyo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck off, Captain. Sorry.
Oh, fuck off then.
Oh, okay. What did you tell me at the time? What happened?
We are not certain of how this item works, or what it does. We're merely certain that it's important to the Colonel in his work for the Empire.
Thanks, Timbers. You've been a big help. Any other questions, lads? No, the lads are here, by the way.
Oh,
Right,
marvellous.
Timbers. Fuck off, Captain.
Fuck off, young
Captain.
Jack.
How you doing?
Fuck off, Keth. Have you grown any?
That's
Grown any
all
balls?
right.
No. Anyway, fuck off, Captain. We'll see you in a bit. We'll have it out of here in no
Fuck
time.
off,
By the
young
way,
Derek. Marvellous.
by the way, Colonel's dead. And
Timbers.
Somebody else
Derek,
is trying
Derek,
to nick the thing. I'm just...
Derek, Derek.
What?
Captain,
Totally joking.
have you got any idea how big this doll is? At all? Any ideas?
If I were to place money on a bet, I would say that it is a typical doll of a child's toy size, not one that you might use for, say, adult play.
It's not inflatable in any sort of regard, or hasn't got any sort of like drip trays or
Not
anything.
to my knowledge.
Okay, thanks, Captain.
It is not, as they say, wipe clean.
very light.
Right. Hang up. Fuck off, Captain. Bye. So that was useful.
Do you guys want to do OOC conversation to try and to discuss a bit more information?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Have a bit of OOC. Let's work this. Let's work this through.
With Sir Albert nonplussed about his marriage's demise, Derek reminds him not to leave with the use of knives. Malrus gets sneaky, but not very well. He can't open doors and misuses a spell. Bercule summoned the boys. A murder board he did show him, then reveals that it seems that the safe is now open. As they work through the night, will they suss out the offender? Find out next time on Roll Britannia.
Oh, hey, you made it all the way to the end of the podcast. Nice. Bonus points for you, my friend. Now, if you're looking for a little bit more entertainment and you just can't wait for next week's episode of Roll Britannia, I've got good news for you. Check out these guys. They do an awesome job, and
well, you'll be able to fill the time between Roll Britannia episodes. Check them out.
What would you do if I told you that the world is not what it seems?
You're telling me that potato salad is the key to other worlds? Ha! It's not even the best side dish.
And people are not who they appear to be.
I don't know that we can trust Master Douche.
Well, I know for damn sure we can't trust Charles Edward Cheese.
My name's not Mike. Where puns run rampant through the streets.
The Global Adventurers Guild Master Enterprises will not stand for this.
Well, it's gag me for short, so I'm pretty sure they take everything on their knees, don't they?
And it's hard to tell who the real monsters are.
Well, yeah, it's a mimic. But I'm Francis the Lion.
3 heroes.
You have my sword.
You have my kazoo.
Oh god, my hip.
Face off against 3 villains.
Never again will they enslave me.
We'll make damn sure of that.
I'm Francis the Lion.
We know.
To keep the world of Euphrae from ripping apart.
This damn portal won't close.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
And Tim and Terry from getting even more screwed.
They're totally werewolves.
Yep, they're definitely werewolves.
Holy shit, those guys are werewolves.
Welcome to A Fool's Quest. A Fool's Quest can be found on all major podcasting platforms simply by searching A Fool's Quest.